What's going on, everybody? It is K1 the Collector here, and today I'm talking to you guys about 10 huge roster additions that you could potentially see. Well, I'm pretty sure that we'll be seeing. These all seem pretty logical to me in Wwe 2K24. So I ain't gonna lie, without further ado, let's get straight into it. So number one, when I made a whole video about him earlier, what was that, last month, 2 months ago? I think that was about last month. CM Punk. Now, I mean, it feels like a must. Even though CM Punk has literally, it ain't been that long since he popped up. I mean, it was literally just last Survivor Series, which is like a month ago. So, no, was in November. So, it's not a lot of time. We know the game is coming out soon. And, of course, you have to think about things from a technical aspect. A lot of times, us as fans, we kind of mess up and we don't think about like what it takes to actually like get that done from like a developmental standpoint. But it is some months in between and it just seemed like this is CM Punk returning. This has to be done. So Punk being in the game would be logical. I think he might come out even towards the beginning. In the main roster, no, but in a DLC pack, definitely. That is what I'm expecting. So CM Punk is number one. This is not in like no top 10 list or nothing like that. These are just 10 people. Number two, Big Bronson Reed. I still hate that they call him Big Bronson Reed. I mean, he's big. I see that. You don't have to tell me he's big. Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, Big Bronson Reed is somebody that I expect to see in the game. I was kind of disappointed that he didn't become his DLC or anything this year. Might have been a little too quick. I don't know. But I was really expecting to see him in DLC this year, but it did not get done. So I'm fully expecting Bronson Reed to be a part of the main roster this year. I mean, and he's getting a push as we speak right now, or even some type of revamp of his character. He said he's coming for a champion. They don't know who it is. We don't know who it is, but just a champion. So actually, well, let me rephrase that, because by the time you guys see this video, Raw would have already passed. So he might have told us or showed us who that champion is. But I'm making this video on a Sunday, so Raw is tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, Bronson Reed has been involved in more than enough things, and he's been in WWE for a long time. So Bronson Reed is my second person. Number three, Nia Jax. A part of the main roster? Probably not. But she probably will be a part of DLC, or maybe she'll come in as a free update or something like Candice LeRae, like what's this girl's name? Michin. I can totally see her like that. That makes sense. That makes sense, like free update DLC. But her not being in the game would absolutely shock me. I'm pretty sure that we will be seeing Nia Jax in the game. I mean, she's on a tear right now. She is one of the most important. She is one of the most important people on the women's roster right now. It goes like Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, her. It's like you can argue that she's three. It's that big of a deal. Number four, Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill has yet to step in the ring, but I feel like we'll be seeing her really, really soon. I'm excited. I hope that we see her at the Rumble, because I'm pretty sure she'll like enter the Rumble, and she may not win it. She may win it, but that is my prediction. I expect to see Jade Cargill at the Royal Rumble, and when she does, guys, you're going to think the Chicago Bears won the Super Bowl, because I'm from Chicago. Man, goodness gracious, I might cry. I don't know, man, but I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. But Jade Cargill, like I said, I don't think that needs that much of an explanation. Really big deal. She might be coming more later, though, because the other thing with Jade Cargill is that there is no like previous anything to base it off of. That's a totally whole new model that they have to make, because she was in AEW, of course, and Jade Cargill's never been a WWE superstar, so they have to totally create that. So I'm thinking probably more later in the year for Jade Cargill. Number five, New Razor Ramon. Reason why I'm saying New Razor Ramon is I'm thinking it might be one from the ladder match. The reason why is because WWE 2K's Instagram has been dropping a bunch of clues, a bunch of little stuff hinting at things that'll be in the game. They posted a ladder with no context. A lot of people are believing that that's hinting towards Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon with their new ladder match. Also, you know, R.I.P. Razor Ramon with his recent passing. That just makes sense, giving Razor Ramon some love, giving the bad guys some love, and I think that'd be a pretty dope addition to have in the game. And the clue makes sense, so if you haven't seen the clue, go check. This fool just did a shooting star press halfway across the ring. If you haven't seen the clue, go check it out, man. And make sure you tune in to WWE Games. That's the account on Instagram if you guys are not following WWE Games. So man, go ahead and check that out, guys. Now, my next one is Nick Aldis. This makes a ton of sense too. We have a new general manager, and he is very involved in storylines. I mean, you see him every Friday, and he's already had his fair share of really dope, really cool, really important moments. He is currently all in the Bloodline slash WWE title picture slash Randy Orton, LA Knight, AJ Styles picture all the time. So he did come not that long ago, so maybe expect him, I don't know, as a wrestler, maybe not, but because he hasn't wrestled at all in WWE, but we know who he used to be in Magnus, in Impact Wrestling and TNA and stuff, and just in other scenes. So, but until he shows us that, I'm assuming it'll probably be as some type of manager, maybe in my GM of some sort. So that would be really dope. I'm expecting maybe towards the end of the year, but maybe since he'll be like maybe if he just is only in my GM or universe mode, it might not take as much because all they kind of need is like pictures or something. But maybe they want to have him walk out. Maybe they have him as a full manager. I don't know. Makes sense for him to be in the game, though. I don't think I have to spend too much more time on that. Now, next, AOP. Now, AOP is real short notice because AMP is more AOP. I think I might have said AMP. Not AMP. Love you though, Kai. But AOP, the Authors of Pain, makes is even harder and even more. I'm sorry, guys. I'm real fidgety. I do have a ruler in my hand. But AOP makes even more sense. Not sense, my fault. It's even more short notice than everybody else on this list because they literally came, I don't even know if it's even a month ago at this point, forming this alliance with what's his fool's name? Karrion Kross. So, and that was literally, like I said, that might not even be a month ago. So, because of that, and that's kind of iffy, but my reason for saying that this is kind of applicable, has a chance to happen, is because AOP was in the game not that long ago, like just maybe a year or two, maybe 3 years ago, right? So I know the model was probably there, so it might not be that much work to be done. Not to mention they don't look different at all. They just kind of came back and it was the same guys, but they just with Karrion Kross. So I think it's a very possible thing, not to mention they're going to be active on this main roster. I think that could be cool. Makes sense for that to be a possibility. This next person I am 100% sure will be a part of the main roster on launch, and that is Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee has made quite the splash in WWE, putting on pretty solid matches every time he steps into the ring. His best match being, I can't remember which pay-per-view this was at. I think this was Survivor Series War Games. I'm pretty sure it was against Santos Escobar. Put on a very good match with Escobar. That was very dope. Also, he's been and I mean, you know, some people might have thought he was going to come out as DLC in NXT. I don't know why my frames are like this, guys. I apologize for this. But somebody might have thought he was going to come out as DLC while he was in NXT, something like that. But I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing him very soon in the main roster of WWE 2K24. The next one is the Dudley Boys, and I think the Dudley Boys make sense. One, because they really, not even one, just the main reason is that they just signed a Legends deal with WWE. So I think WWE wants to immediately hop on that, take advantage of that, and get the Dudley Boys in the game. 3Ds for everybody. Not going to spend too much time on that, but the Dudley Boys would be really exciting to see, and I think it makes total sense. Last but not least, and this one might be a little out there, but let me talk to you and let me tell you why. Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, whichever one she comes back as. I don't know if she's going to come back as Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné. This is assuming that she comes back, though. But I think that there's a good chance that we see Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, let's call her Sasha Banks for now. I think there's a good chance that we see her come and make a return at the Royal Rumble. It's real low key. WWE has been making big moves left and right. I mean, we're even hearing big news that WWE is highly interested in Kazuchika Okada. If they get Okada, they'll blow the roof off the building. But imagine if Jade Cargill, Kazuchika Okada, and Sasha Banks all come at the Royal Rumble. Might be biggest Royal Rumble of all time. Freaking ridiculous. But yeah, y'all, I think that there's a really cool, really big chance that Sasha Banks appears at the Royal Rumble. If she appears at the Royal Rumble, you have to get her in the game. She's almost on CM Punk status in that way, in terms of the urgency. So that would be really dope to see. That is my list. I appreciate you guys for watching. Again, I apologize for this frame drop. I don't know what's going on. There's even a frame drop with my face, but I'm not going to redo this. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.